here in Nigeria. And of course, you know, the game is happening in Cote d'Ivoire, but it's game day for Nigerians, and in Nigeria, it's a different kind of day. You're welcome to this beautiful episode, an unusual episode rather, of AFCON Special. My name is Segun Odunwayo. Interestingly, we have someone for you that will be the voice of the Super Eagles this morning. I'm talking about no other person but the media officer of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He will be talking to us live from Bouaké, about 5 hours away from Abidjan, where the game will be holding this beautiful evening. The Super Eagles of Nigeria up against the Bafana of South Africa in an African Cup of Nations semi-final. Everybody is ready. A very good morning to you, Femi Raji. How is Bouaké this morning?
Yeah, good morning. Bouaké is fine. The moment you said 5 hours from Abidjan, people would think, specify that that's by road. Some people don't think
of course, by road
is as big as the United States. That you can fly 5 hours.
Yeah, by road, because some journalists are on their way this morning. They are on the road as I speak from Abidjan to Bouaké, and they said it's a 5 hours journey. So how was the trip like 2 days ago now from Abidjan to Bouaké?
Well, good trip, smooth one. Just around 35-40 minutes flight from Abidjan to Bouaké. We landed and then moved straight from the airport to our apartments. Wonderful area. It's Harmattan here, so you can feel the natural air, the dry Harmattan air. Hot daytime, cold at night. Wonderful weather, regardless. And everything is going on well right now in camp. We're just counting down to kickoff.
All right. 2 days ago, Nigerians were scared to death when information came in that our own Wonder Boy and the King of Africa, Victor Osimhen, didn't travel with the squad because of abdominal pain. And Nigerians are suggesting that they send down the team doctor or somebody down to Nigeria to come and take locally made agbo for his tummy, because we needed him fully fit and sound for the encounter. Of course, we know that he's now with the team, and according to information released by the team, is ready to play this afternoon. Can you take us through this trip and let us understand what really happened?
Yeah, of course, it was basically abdominal discomfort and was unfit to fly. As at the time, the rest of the team was about to leave Abidjan, and on advice from the medical team, he was asked to stay back in Abidjan. They had a member of the medical team also around him. And after a proper evaluation yesterday, he was asked to fly. And on arrival in Bouaké, he was evaluated again by the medical team, and who then okayed him for training. I was able to try and was monitored through training. And all through the training session, he took part in every activity of training, meaning just like the other players, 24 players, and right now with him, 25, he's available for selection for today's match.
Okay, earlier in the quarterfinals, the scare was on, of course, Stanley Wabali. This time around for the semi-finals, it was Victor Osimhen. But of course, we all know how it turned out in the quarterfinals. Stanley Wabali was fit enough to play. And of course, like it is said by you now, Victor Osimhen is equally fit to play. Is there anybody, especially from the starting lineup, who has any medical issues at the moment?
Are you wishing for any medical issues?
We are praying against that, actually.
So please, at the moment, we thank God that there are no injury concerns at all. I remember there was a time we even joked when the early stages when we had a lot of issues with injuries, and some members of the technical crew or the officials said, I beg, maybe they transfer the injury come out so that they can play. But we don't pray for any injury, whether officials, whether players. The players are good to go, and all 25 players are available for selection today.
Okay, in Bafana of South Africa, we have a very good record against them, especially when it comes to the AFCON. And we are hoping and praying that the situation remains the same with history this evening when we play. But what is the mood, general mood of the guys as of now?
Mood is okay. We want to play. We have a game. On a match day like this, when you have a representing your nation, representing your family, yourselves, and the Super Eagles family, of course, the only thing you think about is the match. And if there's any thing aside the match in the heads of the players, then I'm sure you two will be wondering what's happening. So it's about the match. Okay.
before the African Cup of Nations began, many persons didn't have a lot of trust and faith in the Super Eagles. But as the games went on, first game, second game, and after Cameroon, I think that was a revival. So at the quarterfinal stage, there was a very big inflow of politicians, entertainers, and it looked like Abidjan was the new Mecca. I hope the guys are not being distracted by a possibility of the political class now, trying to meet them in their hotels and taking concentration off their mind.
No, no. This is a football camp, a Super Eagles camp, and no distractions. No one has come around for any that. I'm sure everybody understands that we have a task. Uh, it's a way of supporting the team. Anyone that has been able to fly down to Abidjan is showing how well, how deep the love is. And if you have the resources to fly down to support the team, why not? You talking to me right now, if you have the resources, come over. We need your support. We need as many people physically present here as possible. If you have the resources, come here. If you don't, we still appreciate that. Stay back, pray for us, support us when you watch us or listen to commentaries of the games or reports of the games on radio stations or watch it on TV. Support us. But when you have the resources to do that, please come down to Abidjan. We want to ensure that aside today's game, God willing, we will win today. And then the final game, we want to split it or even dominate the stands, have more Nigerians in the stands, physically cheering up the Super Eagles to a fourth title.
It's interesting to know what the president told the guys after just before their game for the quarterfinals. Would you like to let the public know some of the things mentioned?
I didn't get that.
The president spoke with the guys, spoke with the team just before the encounter in the last game. Would you like the public to know some of the things the president spoke about? Any exciting words, any specifics?
When a father calls the child to talk to the child or one or two things, it's between the father and the child. So unless the father now turns back and tells the ones, "Oh, this is what I told my children," then you can now say yes. So father said this to the children. So at the moment, we just want to go play today's game and then win, play in the final, and bring home the trophy to make our fathers, our mothers, our brothers, our sisters, families proud.
Was there any promise of him coming for the finals? Should we win today?
Remember, I just told you when the father and the son or the children have a tete-a-tete. The children will say, okay, well, my father has talked to me. It is when the father now decides to go and say, I just told my sons or my children this, so then that is when we can now say, yeah, our father said so.
All right, some notable players in the Super Eagles have not featured at all tournaments. Big names, of course, we know the big names. Is there any possibility of anger building up? In the minds of these persons, is there any disturbance of coach? I want to play, put me on, use me for some minutes. The captain has not played a minute. Kelechi Iheanacho, senior man, has not played a minute in this entire tournament, and some other fantastic players. Is there any feeling of please put me on, I want to play?
Football is a team sport.
For the NFF and not representing the wishes of the players. Of course, everybody has come out to say that's not true, that's not true. But they say there's no smoke without fire, and before anything can get leaked out to the public, we must have really been serious within. Any possibility that any of this happened at all?
Technology has come to teach us that these days there can be smoke without fire. That's why you have e-cigarettes. You understand? There can be smoke without fire. So you can conjure smoke from nowhere. So for those that are bringing up all this news, fake news. I don't like attaching news to the word fake because you're still calling it what it is, news, but it's not news. Such never happened. Such never happened in this. I don't even want to call it a rumor because I don't give it attention. In camp here, we don't give it attention. We saw one other one where it was written on the blog and stating that players were told to keep their phones from 9 p.m. I showed one 9 p.m. I showed one of the coaches and the players. We were rolling on the floor and laughing.
Oh, so that is not true.
We were rolling on the floor and laughing. And you know what? Most times it's all these things that keeps us entertained. When you see all these stories at times, we just laugh because it's a whole lot. But in all we do, let us be mindful of one fact. We must always protect the image of our assets.
Yeah.
In this case, the Super Eagles. The Super Eagles right here, we are representing the entire nation. So whatever is said about the team, you are portraying your nation that way, in that light. And we are on a mission to ensure that 2024 starts on a very sweet note for us. And rather than join the train and then celebrate, push, support, why throw spanner in the wheels? It doesn't work just for clickbait. Our clickbait. It doesn't work that way. We are a very compact unit, united in love. We are thorough professionals here. I'm talking about the players and officials.
Yeah.
We have one goal. The goal is to ensure we win the AFCON and make Nigerians happy. We, as a nation, we're going through a lot. Football also helps as soccer to cushion the effects of a lot of things. Football unites. Football has its own ecosystem as a business. It's an enterprise. Football is joy. Football, and when you make money from this thing that is happening, I know a lot of people have made money from the successes of the team so far. Why want to put I want to spray some toxins in it when you will still earn from it. So why not let's garnish it better? Now, turkey where you package sweet well, put for show glass, many people go see. You understand? But when you now drop a fly on the turkey, who will want to buy the turkey when they've seen flies on it? You understand what I'm talking about? So
Of course,
let's rally around this team, gather, ensure we do our very best to get this team the positive reviews and imaging it should have. That also helps the players mentally. Mentally, it helps the players. Helps them once in a while when they get there, want to receive messages, want to see messages that of hope that will let them know that yes, we want to go out there to win because Nigerians are supporting us, not wanting to know the bad things happening or anything. Nothing bad happens. To be very, and I'm not saying this as the media officer of a team. I'm not saying this as the image maker of a team. I'm saying this. I'd rather give you an information and manage the information than give you an information that is not true. That is my kind of PR. But right now, I'm giving you an information that is true. There is nothing like that happening in camp. Everything is going on smoothly.
All right, before the Nations Cup, I doubt if even the Idumota market crowd, if from that crowd anybody will stop to snap a picture with Jose Petero. But right now, trust me, even if he goes into a restaurant of just 5 people, I'm sure about 3 or 4 out of those number would definitely want to take a picture with him. We saw how popular it became with journalists right after the Cameroonian game, where almost everybody was trying to take a picture with him. How does he feel about the sudden change of mood of the Nigerian people towards him as a person?
Everyone definitely will be happy, not just the coach. Everyone, we're all happy, and we're excited for this. We want it to continue till we win on Sunday. We want to win today, God willing, and then go ahead win on Sunday as well.
Okay, of course, we know the formation the manager has been using: 3 at the back, overlapping defenders. The guys that can run down the entire end, and up front is practically been the same. Victor Osimhen, alongside Ademola Lookman, who has more like being the revolution of the tournament. How does Lookman feel particularly? I mean, The pressure is not on him. The whole noise and the whole fame looks to be on Victor Osimhen, but he's the one delivering the goals for us. Regardless, how does he feel about this newfound fame?
In our group, we don't talk about individual players. We talk about ourselves as a team, as a unit, as a team. We are excited. We are doing well. We are happy that things are going on well with the team. We are happy that we are winning games. We are happy that we are defending together. We are attacking together. We are celebrating together. We are happy that we are praying together. We are eating together. We are happy that things are going on fine because the synergy, the energy, connecting all of us is that high.
Okay, Ron Williams is on the same number of clean sheets with our own goalkeeper, Stanley Wabali. I mean, how does the Jose Peseiro team look to break such a man and make him concede today?
If I begin to tell you what the strategy is to play South Africa, perhaps I should tell you to remove the mask.
No.
Perhaps your name can be Shegun Mokoena or Shegun Lubango. You know. So
perhaps I'm expired for the South African team.
Yeah. So why not wait? This is football. It's not a movie where you premiere or you preview or no. It is football. It happens live, real and live. So let's wait. From 5 p.m. the game kicks off, and then we see what happens after 90 minutes. Let's come back and celebrate.
All right. Just a few days ago, there was this controversy about money. And I remembered how the members of the team, of course, and officials from the NFL were praising the fact that they've gotten the monies released from the authorities and from the government. But somehow reports filtered in from a medium, of course, not ours now, that a particular player said the monies had not been paid before the celebration was out there that the monies had been paid. Do you want to clarify those moments for us?
Nothing to say, but I told you I don't reckon with rumors. I don't.
But this is not a rumor. There was a statement there was an interview with a foreign medium from one of the players in the team.
From one of the players in this camp?
Yes.
In this camp, and the player said, I will need that evidence. And then talk. You can call me back and talk. But for me, I don't reckon with rumors. I don't reckon with stories that don't emanate from our camp. See, I told you, we would rather manage information than misinform people. And that is how it's been with me here as media officer. I also have a boss I report to the director of communications, Dr. Raji, and the entire communications team, and we take a look at things, cursory look before we push out information. And with this, trust me, I will not reckon with this kind of information that has to do with no substance. It lacks substance. All right. It's not even saying there's controversy there means you are even lending credence to it. There's no substance to it.
All right. The game is by 6 p.m. Nigerian time, of course, 5 p.m. Ivorian time. And the supporters, the fans, the supporters club, I mean, how helpful have they been? Of course, there are like a million groups now. It's not like before when there was just one group. That alone is another controversy. But, altogether, how helpful have they been on the guys?
Well, the role of the 12th man cannot be overemphasized. We appreciate the 12th man for the role, and we are looking forward to more of that today when we play South Africa.
All right, we'll be playing South Africa 6 p.m. Nigerian time, like I said, 5 p.m. Ivorian time, and many Nigerians are actually wishing and hoping that we do get a victory because, I mean, we are just tired of the losers final. I think we are the team with the highest number of bronze in this competition. African Cup of Nations, it looks like it's our forte, and we've only won 3 times. This time around, what are your last words to the Nigerian people? I mean, this is probably one of the last times somebody from the team will be speaking to Nigerians just before the encounter. So what last words do you have for Nigerians?
Keep supporting the Super Eagles and support with your whole heart. Speak positively about the team and project the team positively as well. And just believe that we will do our bits on the field of play to ensure we get the desired results. so that after 90 minutes we can celebrate and start counting down to the final on Sunday.
Just before the tournament, the NFF unveiled the "Let's Do It Again" hashtag, and 80% of Nigerians backed that because, I mean, I think many persons didn't believe in that. But at this stage, I think we all believe right now that we can indeed do it again. Can we do this?
You already summed it up. You already said you don't believe, now you don't chop the belief. So welcome to the converts. We appreciate you. We welcome you.
All right, thank you very much for your time. Spokesperson of the Super Eagles, Femi Raji. Thank you very much, and all the best to the team this evening.
All right, thanks for having me. Keep supporting the Super Eagles. Let's do it again.
All right. Thank you very
much to you, our viewers, for watching. We've had the spokesperson of the of the Super Eagles, Mr. Femi Raji, with us. It's been an interesting time. By 6 p.m. Nigerian time, the Super Eagles of Nigeria will be going to battle with the Bafana of South Africa. There are lots of things to say right now, but I'm so sure that the pressure is up, the pressure is high. But hopefully, after 90 minutes, we'll be done and we'll be celebrating victory. By 5:30 p.m., we'll be opening the studios here and we'll be giving you a pre-game analysis. By then, we'll have had the first 11 out for both teams. And of course, after the encounter, we will probably be back to give you a review of the match. It can be 90 minutes. Who knows? It will probably be 120 minutes or even go all the way down to penalties. We do not know how it will turn out, but we do hope that at the end of the day, the Super Eagles of Nigeria will come up victorious. Thank you very much for being a part of this package, guys. Join us by 5:30 p.m. When we open the studios again. God bless you.